Hey, we're the Eli Young Band, and you're watching tasteofcountry.com.
I got a little drunk last night.
Before we did the celebrity motorhome show, we had to do a pretty deep cleaning of our bus just to get it to where it was like, you know, just good enough to I guess be photographed and all that kind of stuff. And but it was a process. I think we got it there though.
What's funny about that show is a lot of the motorhomes and RVs they feature these really opulent, really custom tricked out, you know, and ours is it's great, but it's kind of like it's home for us, and it's kind of the run of the mill, nothing incredibly special, but it was nice because they came in and we tried to clean, you know, the heck out of it. They came in and like gave it extra shine and all of that, and actually made it look 10 times cooler than it really is. So.
Never off my mind. 2 drinks in.
Jay DeMarcus, Rascal Flatts, had a pretty awesome bus. I think his TV screen was like 3 times the size of the TV screen I have at home.
Or Alan Jackson was pretty cool.
Like, well, that's because it was Alan Jackson.
Yeah, but it was just like really custom.
Yeah.
Or was it Toby Keith who had the really nice floors in his bus?
I think
Are you just asking us to name drop a bunch right
now?
Yeah.
In general, they all had some pretty
Kenny's
nice
is pretty
buses.
nice too. Kenny
Yeah,
Chesney's bus is pretty nice.
That time we were hanging out with the Rolling Stones, which never happened. But.
Just remember breaking down. Brought it all up.
Yeah, my daughter actually, when we got home from the hospital, I actually wrote her a lullaby. It's not on an album, but so that's fun because I got to record a little, you know, guitar vocal of the lullaby that we sing to her, and so, you know, but it's funny because some of those songs that, you know, my wife had these belly buds that she would play our music through, and so anytime I start singing one of our songs or something, she, you know, her eyes kind of go that way, like she knows it, and she hasn't quite, you know, put it together, but, you know, it's pretty fun.
I think the best advice we ever had on the road for like just making it work was Little Big Town, because we've been on 2 different tours with them. And the first time was when they just pretty much had newborns, like really small babies, and now they're, you know, running around, and it looks like a playground explodes out of their bus every time it stops. But it's just like they're all on the bus together and they make it work, and it's very seamless. And they're still, you know, they're not leaving the tour at 9 o'clock at night to, you know, until the next morning. They still kind of find a way to party and still enjoy it and be seen and be great parents, and you can tell their children are, you know, having this great upbringing on the road, and it's very normal for them. So I think just seeing their experience, you know, seeing them go through it, I think for us was just a confirmation that, yeah, we can make this work when it's time to have families. And
thought I could keep it all inside, but I got a little.
You'd like start a band?
Well, I don't necessarily think that we had college life figured out. You know, we had a pretty interesting college career, being that we started the band in college and started the band really early, and so I think so, if I was going to give anyone any advice, something that I think I might have done right in college was the first 2 years I made sure that I went to every class. I studied hard, and I did well my first 2 years. Like the last 2 years were a little bit more of a struggle, but luckily, because I did so well in the first 2 years, my GPA was still pretty solid. But
I did the exact opposite. So I will concur that Mike has got really good advice on that front.
I would say, you know, hit it hard in the beginning as much as you can, you know, and then once you get to a certain place, it's okay to kind of take a breather. But you know, in college, it's like sometimes you think back and it's like, man, I wish I would have not been looking forward so much instead of living in the moment, because college was a really fun experience, and I think sometimes you forget to just kind of stop and enjoy it.